Last time we studied about the Raoult's law for a solution containing liquid solute and liquid solvent. Today our point of discussion is ideal solution. So see, the solution which obeys Raoult's law, the solution which obeys Raoult's law over entire range of concentration, over entire range of concentration are called as ideal solution. See once again, the solution which obeys Raoult's law over entire range of concentrations are called as ideal solutions. Now, non-ideal solution. The solution which do not obey Raoult's law over entire range of concentrations are called as non-ideal solution. What are non-ideal solution? The solution which do not obey Raoult's law over entire range of concentration are called as non-ideal solution. See, in case of ideal solution, the heat of mixing or enthalpy of mixing is zero. Enthalpy of mixing is equal to 0. It means that no heat is evolved or absorbed when two components forming ideal solution are mixed. Suppose A1 is first component forming ideal solution and A2 is second component which forms ideal solution. When these two components are mixed, then ideal solution is formed, and during the formation of ideal solution no heat is evolved or absorbed. No heat is evolved or absorbed means enthalpy of mixing is 0. Is it clear? So see, in case of ideal solution, when the two components forming ideal solutions are mixed, there is no evolution or absorption of heat, means enthalpy of mixing is 0. For non-ideal solution, the enthalpy of mixing is not 0. Enthalpy of mixing is denoted by delta mix H, which is 0. But in case of non-ideal solution, enthalpy of mixing is not 0. Is it clear? For ideal solution, there is no volume change or change in volume when two components forming ideal solution are mixed. I mean volume change is not there. Suppose V1 is the volume of first component and V2 is volume of second component, which forms ideal solution. Then the volume of ideal solution will be V1 plus V2 is equal to volume of ideal solution. Is it clear? Listen, there is no volume change when two components forming ideal solution are mixed. It means that the volume of ideal solution is equal to the sum of volume of these two components. Volume of mixing is 0. For non-ideal solution, there is a volume change. I mean, volume of mixing is not 0 for non-ideal solution. Third point, is it clear to you? Now, point number 4. In an ideal solution, solvent, solute and solvent molecular interactions are comparable. Last year we studied the molecular interaction. There are molecular interaction in between solute interaction, solvent molecule they get interact, and solvent molecule also interact with each other. In case of ideal solution, these interactions are comparable, but in non-ideal solution, these three interactions are not comparable. This is our fourth point. Point number 5. The vapor pressure of ideal solution always lie between vapor pressure of pure component. This is regarding vapor pressure. So see, vapor pressure lie in between vapor pressure of component which form ideal solution. The vapor pressure of ideal solution always lie in between vapor pressure of components forming ideal solution. But in case of non-ideal solution, vapor pressure can be higher or lower than the vapor pressure of pure component forming ideal solution. This is our last point regarding the properties. See once again, vapor pressure of ideal solution lie in between vapor pressure of pure components which forms ideal solution. But the vapor pressure of non-ideal solution can be higher or lower than the vapor pressure of pure component which forms ideal solution. I means vapor pressure of non-ideal solution deviates from the vapor pressure of pure components which forms ideal solution. So see the deviation. The deviation is denoted by using a graph. Suppose this is vapor pressure and on x-axis we have mole fractions. Mole fractions are denoted by using letter X, vapor pressure, mole fraction. See, x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 1. x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 0. Same is the case in case of second plot. x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 0. We know that x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. As and when x2 is 1 means x1 is 0. हा 0 असेल तर हा 1 असेल म्हणजे आपल्याला 1 मिळेल. When x2 is equal to 1, x1 will be 0 like that. So see, suppose okay, this is for P1, P2, P1, P2. P1 means vapor pressure of first component, P2 is vapor pressure of second component. Okay, now suppose this is P, this is P, that is vapor pressure of solution. See, when the solute solvent interaction, solute solvent interaction are weaker than those of solute and solvent interaction. Listen carefully. When solute solvent interactions are weak than solute and solvent interaction, then the solution shows positive deviation. Vapor pressure of such a solution are higher than those of pure solvent, like that. Is it clear? This is a vapor pressure of solution which is higher than those of vapor pressure of pure component. Is it clear to you? So first graph shows positive deviation. When positive deviation in vapor pressure is observed for solution, when solute solvent interactions are weaker than solute and solvent interaction, the solution shows positive deviation in vapor pressure as compared to pure component, I mean solute and solvent. So see, when the interaction between solute and solvent, they are stronger than solute and solvent interaction. बघा मुलांनो, या टाईपच्या ग्राफमध्ये सोल्यूट सॉल्व्हंट इंटरॅक्शन ह्या वीक असतात. सोल्यूट सॉल्व्हंट इंटरॅक्शन ह्या कुणापेक्षा वीक असतात? सोल्यूट सोल्यूट इंटरॅक्शन आणि सॉल्वंट सॉल्वंट इंटरॅक्शनपेक्षा वीक असतात. त्यामुळे जो आपला सोल्युशन आहे तो पॉझिटिव्ह डेव्हिएशन दाखवतो आणि त्यामुळे त्याचं व्हेपर प्रेशर, सोल्युशनचं व्हेपर प्रेशर हे जास्त असतं प्युअर कंपोनंट्सपेक्षा. सेकंड ग्राफ की ज्यामध्ये सोल्यूट सॉल्वंट इंटरॅक्शन ह्या स्ट्रॉंग असतील त्या सोल्युशनमध्ये. कशापेक्षा स्ट्रॉंग असतील? सोल्यूट सोल्यूट इंटरॅक्शन आणि सॉल्वंट सॉल्वंट इंटरॅक्शनपेक्षा स्ट्रॉंग असतील. त्यामुळे अशा प्रकारे या सोल्युशनचं जे व्हेपर प्रेशर असेल ते लो असेल, कमी असेल, ते सोल्युशन निगेटिव्ह डेव्हिएशन दाखवेल. मग व्हेपर प्रेशर काय असेल? कमी असेल. कशापेक्षा? प्युअर कंपोनंट्सपेक्षा. लक्षात घ्या, व्हेन दी सोल्यूट सॉल्वंट इंटरॅक्शन्स आर स्ट्रॉंगर ॲज कम्पेअर टू सोल्यूट सोल्यूट अँड सॉल्वंट सॉल्वंट इंटरॅक्शन, the solution shows negative deviation. Therefore, vapor pressure of such a solution are lower than its pure components. मुलांनो, या ठिकाणी फर्स्ट टाईपचं जे एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला देता येईल ते असेल एक्झाम्पल ऑफ इथेनॉल प्लस ॲसिटोन. या ठिकाणी एक्झाम्पल काय देता येईल आपल्याला? पहिल्या ग्राफसाठी आपण एक्झाम्पल देऊ. जो ग्राफ या ठिकाणी मी काढला होता त्याच्यासाठी एक्झाम्पल असेल एक्झाम्पल ऑफ इथेनॉल प्लस ॲसिटोन. इथेनॉल आणि ॲसिटोन हे जर एकत्र केले तर जे सोल्युशन तयार होईल त्या सोल्युशनचं व्हेपर प्रेशर हे या दोन कंपोनंटपेक्षा जास्त असेल. इज इट क्लिअर? याचंच दुसरं एक्झाम्पल देता येईल आपल्याला कार्बन डायसल्फाईड प्लस ॲसिटोन. यासाठी आपल्याला एक्झाम्पल द्यायचं आहे. बघा, ॲनिलीन फिनॉल, फिनॉल प्लस ॲनिलीन हे एक्झाम्पल देऊ शकतो निगेटिव्ह डेव्हिएशनसाठी. व्हेन फिनॉल इज मिक्स्ड अलॉंग विथ ॲनिलीन द सोल्युशन इज फॉर्म, shows negative deviation in vapor pressure. I mean the vapor pressure of solution is lower than these two component. सेकंड एक्झाम्पल आपण देऊ शकतो क्लोरोफॉर्म CHCl3 प्लस ॲसिटोन. यांचंही व्हेपर प्रेशर, या सोल्युशनचं व्हेपर प्रेशर हे या दोन कंपोनंटपेक्षा कमी असेल म्हणजेच निगेटिव्ह डेव्हिएशन येईल. So this is all about the ideal and non-ideal solution and their properties. Is it clear to you? Now see, we are going to discuss about next important point, qualitative properties. Very important point, qualitative properties. So see, qualitative properties are the physical properties. We have two types of properties. Some properties they are chemical properties and some properties of substance are physical properties. Qualitative properties are physical properties of solution. Qualitative properties are physical properties of solution whose value depends upon the number of solute particles. The number of solute particles present in solution. Present in solution and not upon the nature of particle. पार्टिकलच्या नेचरवरती त्यांची किंमत अवलंबून नसते, मात्र पार्टिकलच्या संख्येवरती त्यांची किंमत अवलंबून असते. क्वेश्चन जर विचारला व्हॉट आर कॉलिगेटिव्ह प्रॉपर्टीज, तर आपण उत्तर देऊया द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सोल्युशन दॅट डिपेंड्स अपॉन किंवा whose value depends upon number of solute particles present in solution and not upon their nature are called as colligative property. पुन्हा एकदा बघा, colligative properties are the physical properties of solution that depends upon the number of solute particles present in solution and not upon the nature of particle. Is it clear? So there are 4 colligative properties included in our syllabus. The first colligative property is vapor pressure lowering. लो होने, कमी होने, it is denoted by delta P. Second colligative property, boiling point elevation. Boiling point elevation is denoted by delta TB. Third one is freezing point depression. Freezing point डिप्रेशन. डिप्रेस होणे म्हणजे कमी होणे, इलिव्हेट होणे म्हणजे इन्क्रीज होणे, वाढणे. डेल्टा टी एफ हा आपला सिम्बॉल आहे. आणि लास्ट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी सोल्युशनची आहे ऑस्मॉटिक प्रेशर. ऑस्मॉटिक प्रेशर इज डिनोटेड बाय युजिंग पाय. या ज्या 4 व्हॅल्यूज आहेत यांची किंमत सोल्युशनसाठी सोल्यूट पार्टिकलनुसार बदलेल किंवा सोल्यूट पार्टिकलच्या संख्येनुसार बदलेल. Now we are going to discuss about vapor pressure lowering. Vapor pressure lowering. Last time I explained you about the vapor pressure. At that time I told you the molecules of liquid which are present at the surface lose the liquid surface and get collected in the empty space in the form of gas called as vapors. When these vapors get cooled, they returns back into the liquid. I mean, in case of any liquid, conversion of liquid into vapors, I mean vaporization, and cooling or condensation of vapors into liquid, that is condensation. These two processes goes on simultaneously along opposite direction. At equilibrium, the number of vapor molecule and the number of liquid molecule remains constant. So the pressure applied by the vapors of liquid on the surface of liquid at equilibrium is called as vapor pressure. So see vapor pressure lowering. Again consider a pure solvent. Suppose this is a pure water taken in beaker. We know that the molecules of water which are present at the surface lose the water surface and get collected above the surface in the form of vapor. They get cooled and returns back. The process is called as condensation. At equilibrium, the number of vapor molecule remains constant and the pressure due to these vapors at equilibrium is vapor pressure of pure solvent. Let the vapor pressure of pure solvent is P10. Now, a non-volatile solute, if added non-volatile or non-electrolyte. Non-electrolyte, what is electrolyte? The substance which dissociate into ion. Electrolyte gives ions. The substance which dissociates into ions are called as electrolyte. What is non-electrolyte? The substance which do not dissociate into ion is called as non-electrolyte. NaCl is electrolyte since it gives Na plus and Cl minus ion. Sugar is non-electrolyte. Glucose non-electrolyte. Urea non-electrolyte since they are dissolved in water, do not give ions. So see, suppose this is a pure water or pure solvent, and if in water a non-electrolyte non-volatile solute is added. Non-volatile means solid, non-electrolyte means that should not give ion. ज्याने आयन देत नाही, जो आयन देत नाही तो नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट असेल. असा सोल्यूट जर आपण ह्याच वॉटरमध्ये टाकला, बघा स्टारने दाखवतो, the particles of solute they get dissolved and uniformly distributed throughout the solvent. जेव्हा आपण या ठिकाणी हा नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट आहे आणि हे काय आहे, वॉटर आहे. इथे फक्त हे काय होतं, वॉटरच होतं. नाउ ऑब्झर्व दिस टू. The number of water molecule, I mean solvent molecule present at the surface, they are less. Why they are less? Because some of the space of solvent molecule is occupied by non-electrolyte solute. या ठिकाणी सॉल्वंटचे म्हणजे वॉटरचे मॉलिक्यूल जास्त आहे सरफेसला. या ठिकाणी काही सॉल्वंटच्या म्हणजे वॉटरच्या मॉलिक्यूलची जागा ही नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइटच्या पार्टिकलने घेतली, त्यामुळे नंबर ऑफ सॉल्वंट मॉलिक्यूल कमी झाले. Therefore, number of solvent molecule leaving the surface of solvent and in order to produce vapors decreases. या ठिकाणी सरफेसला सॉल्वंटचे मॉलिक्यूल कमी झाले, त्यामुळे सॉल्वंटच्या सरफेसला सोडून व्हेपर्स तयार करणाऱ्या मॉलिक्यूलची संख्या कमी झाली आणि त्यामुळे वरती व्हेपर्स पण कमी होतील. ॲटोमॅटिकली हे जे सोल्युशन आहे नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट प्लस वॉटर यांच्यापासून काय तयार झालं, सोल्युशन. या सोल्युशनचं व्हेपर प्रेशर कमी असेल. इज इट क्लिअर टू यू? P10 is greater than P1. What is P10? P10 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent. P is the vapor pressure of solution containing non-electrolyte solute.